guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the subscribe button and please like as well. That would be wonderful. Thank you. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 5:45 p.m.
Right guys, I haven't done a video since I went out this morning into Chatham. Basically, I live in Rochester, which is a train journey away. It's one stop away from Chatham. So I needed to put some money into the NatWest Bank to cover a bill. I had money in the bank to pay my water rates. I needed money in the bank to pay my internet bill. So I went out this morning after I'd taken Max for a walk, and then I got myself a ticket, a return ticket. I bought it from the ticket office. Nice young chap served me. Put my ticket through the barrier. I went up into the lift, onto the platform, and I waited for the train. The ticket cost me about £2.80 just for one stop, but it was a return. The train didn't take too long in coming. I got on it. It was packed full of people. There was a couple of lads with black baseball caps on. I went out like this with my curly gingerish hair, and I got off at Chatham. And because the guys with the baseball caps were going into the lift, I walked up the stairs, put my ticket through the barrier, and I just took a look at where I used to live in Old Road, Chatham. So I walked up the little hill like I used to do for years before I moved here. I walked past my old address. I walked down the alleyway, across the road near the probation centre in Chatham, and down and along the high street up to the Barclays Bank, sorry. Because in 2020 the NatWest Bank shut my bank account down without telling me why, and now it's actually happening to a lot more people. That the bank can close your account without explaining to you why, and the NatWest Bank did it during coronavirus, and it caused me a load of trouble and stress. But I managed to get another bank, and I only have one bank account now. So I walked into Barclays Bank. I queued up for an ATM. I put £30 into the machine. It credited it to my bank account. And then I went over to the machine that prints statements, and I got up-to-date statements so I can see where all my money's been going. I came out of Barclays Bank and I went into the Wisdom Hospice charity shop, where there was an older lady in there, very nice, talkative lady, and I got myself this pinafore dress. So this pinafore dress was £5.50. £5.50. Pinafore dress, you can put a jumper or a t-shirt underneath it, and it's come from Primark originally, and it was marked up at £13. £13 it was originally, and I've got this for £5.50. So it's got the Primark label in it. Size 16. I've yet to try it on, guys, because I got home and I was thoroughly knackered and fed up. So I've had a bath to revive myself. I've had something to eat and I feel a little better, but it took it out of me. I got this t-shirt for £3. This is a size 18, and it says grow positive thoughts. Grow positive thoughts. Nice lime green colour, ladies t-shirt. I got this candle holder as well. butterfly candle holder. It cost me £3. I like butterflies, and I got the candle was there, the tea light candle was in it already. I also got this DVD, The Men Who Stare at Goats. That was £1. The Men Who Stare at Goats. I went out of the Wisdom Hospice charity shop. Almost opposite is Primark. Not a shop I like to go into, but I wanted to get some trainers. I'm having trouble getting trainers that fit my feet. So I specifically went into Primark to try and get some trainers that actually fit my feet. I don't know whether my feet have expanded in the heat, but my feet have always been a lady's size 7. So I try these trainers I know fit because I've got a purple pair. So I've got a size 7 ladies workout memory foam pair of blue trainers. Size 7 female trainers. I know they fit. I tried on another pair of trainers and they didn't fit my feet because I find they're narrow and I've got a wide foot. So I'm not a standard size 7 ladies trainer, I've got wide feet. In the Wisdom Hospice there was a baseball hat second hand for £3.50. And I got this reduced baseball cap for £1. It's like dark pink. So that was £1. And I got some red sunglasses which were £2. Like square shaped sunglasses, fun glasses. They were £2. And I got some rings, some smiley face rings. You guys, these are cute. Just a couple of fun rings with smiley faces on, really. They were reduced as well because they're getting rid of summer stock and putting autumn clothing in the store now. But it's still technically summer, so I got some sunglasses and some little bits. Now, all was well when I went into Primark until I went to the checkout. There was just like 4 or 5 young people in there acting really stupid. There was a lot of women behind me. There was a bigger, older woman. And I think they were finding it awkward because this one girl was just turning around and acting stupid. She was just making a fool of herself, laughing and giggling and acting like she was 2. And I think a lot of people in the queue felt awkward, but I just turned my head around and focused on something else, because that's what I'm doing now. When someone's being stupid or silly, I focus on something else and I don't focus on what they're doing, and that's how I'm dealing with it. I don't get angry, I don't say anything, I just focus on something else. So when she wasn't getting any attention, they went off out the store, because bullies like attention. They like everyone to stare at them and say, oh look, and take notice of them. So if you ignore them, then they just bugger off, and that's what they did. They all buggered off out the store. Nobody wants to know what they're doing, yelling it out, because I didn't. So I walked out of Primark and I went into the pound shop and I grabbed my black standard like trolley basket, and I had cash in my pocket, and I went around the store with my black trolley and like finding cheap food to eat, because everything in the pound shop is not £1 now. Everything was £1. It's got at least 15-25 pence added to it. So when I could get a burger for £1, it's now £1.25, and if you get 4 things, that's an extra £1. So when you could get 4 things for £1, you're not now getting 4 things and they cost £5, which is an extra £1. And when you want benefits, that's a lot of money. And it's not, shouldn't be called the pound shop because everything is not a pound, is it? So I was going in my budget and I was trying to buy things, but everything like is an extra £1 on top. So when I could get things for £20, it would be £25. So I was trying to be careful. So I managed to get some burgers, some milkshakes, and some bits and pieces like these socks that aren't £1. They were £2, black trainer socks for £2. So when it was time for me to get to the self-service checkout, this really tall, skinny guy with glasses comes up to me and he says, "Do you want a bag?" And I said, "Yes, please, I'll have a bag." So he got this bag and he put it through the machine for me. He opened it and then he put one of my items that I paid for into the bag. Then this older guy with grey hair just stood there and he watched me putting everything through the machine into the bag. So it's very off-putting when you've got someone staring at you when you are trying to put your stuff through and put it in the bag. But I thought he was talking to another assistant, so I didn't take it personally. So he just stood there and watched me while I was putting things through the checkout, and I paid for everything. I paid cash because remember I'd had to put cash into my bank account because I didn't have enough to use my card. So I paid for everything, put cash in the machine, and then I walked out of the pound shop. I went into a newsagent's near the NatWest Bank to get the Sun newspaper and a pasty, because I don't see my mum till Tuesday, and now I've got enough to last till Tuesday. Okay? I walked out of the newsagents and I'd had enough. I'd had smoke in my face. I felt like I was being treated like a criminal in the one shop. I'd had enough and I decided to go home. So I walked up Railway Street and I walked back into the railway station. I didn't stop for a coffee. I could hear girls specifically laughing in the coffee shop in the railway station. So I thought, bugger that, and I walked through the barriers and I got into the lift and I went downstairs to the platform. The platform was packed with people. There was a drunk burping. So he went up and down and he burped, and then he went past me and he went so he burped. You know what a burp is? After you've had a can of drink, you let out wind out your mouth. So this drunken guy walked past me and went burped, and then he walked back and went and then along came the train, and I thought, thank God for that. I got onto the train and I just sat and waited to get off at Rochester, glad to get out of Chatham, and I went down the lift and I put my ticket through the barrier and I went through the tunnel, and there was like 20 or 30 end of term students inside the tunnel, popping cans of drink and opening fizzy bottles, which scared the fucking shit out of me, and God knows scared the shit out of several people walking underneath that tunnel. And I wasn't taping, I wasn't filming, I was just trying to get home. I was tired and I just wanted to get indoors. So I didn't do anything. I just walked in a straight line like they weren't there, walk through them. They were in my way, they were in the side, they were in the middle. I just walked through a space and I continued to walk home. And one of them was really, really shouting loudly that I could hear it inside my flat, which is it's a fair distance away from the tunnel. I stayed in my flat and I thought I'm going to have a rest. I made myself a cup of coffee. I ate my tuna and sweet corn sandwich I'd got in the Pam shop. But I had to take Max out for a walk, so I took Max out for a walk first. And there was an old man with glasses that looked like Rupert Murdoch walking around the field with his baseball cap, and that Luna dog was jumping all over him. That black dog called Luna for lunatic was jumping all over the Rupert Murdoch lookalike with his baseball cap on, and he did what I did. He went, "Go back to your owner, go back to your owner." So he was mimicking what I did when Luna jumped all over me. So I waited for this old guy to go onto the field and walk his dog, and I walked in the other direction, and I took Max for a walk. But that guy with Luna was about again. And this dog was jumping over somebody else. No collar around its neck, flopping itself all over people, jumping on this old guy. I just walked around the field by myself. I was absolutely knackered. I came home and I had a bath. I relaxed in the bath. I started writing my diary of what has happened today. And that's it. I've had someone on Instagram text me. So this trouble started, this lunatic dog came out and jumped over this old man, and inside my flat someone contacted me on Instagram trying to get me to download Google Hangouts. And I said, no, I've been scammed on Google Hangouts. Somebody tried to get me to send them a £200 Google Play card or something. I went, no, I'm not downloading Google Hangouts. I had to report fraud to the police. It's a scam, it's a con. They get you talking on Google Hangouts and then they ask you for money. And he said he was a peacekeeper in America, working for the military, a military peacekeeper. That's what I was told. He was a military peacekeeper in America. And he wanted me to download Google Hangouts. Right, and we've had a message from my mother this afternoon, but not this evening. My mother, Jennifer.
Your EE voicemail. You have 2 new messages and 3 saved messages. First new message. Received today at 9:59 a.m.
Good morning, Janessa. It's me, your mum, Jennifer, speaking to you from my landline phone.
Message deleted. Next new message. Received today at 1:17 p.m.
Good afternoon, Janessa. Giving you your usual daytime afternoon telephone call from my landline phone to you, Janessa. Hoping you're having a good day, thinking of you. And again, thank you for coming out to see me this Tuesday just gone. Okay, and I hope to see you next Tuesday. But I will be giving you a telephone call from my landline phone whenever I can, just to let you know I care and someone's thinking of you. Okay, Janessa, goodbye for now.
I'm quite happy by myself. I don't need anybody thinking about me. So my mum called this afternoon as well, before that guy with the dog called Luna, which which stands for lunatic. It's a floppy Labrador, black puppy dog, jumped over this poor old man because she calls me Ginestra. I'm not saying people are racist. I'm just saying that whenever my mum calls me on the field, that black dog Luna, which stands for lunatic apparently, comes out of nowhere and jumps on someone, either me or someone else, every time she rings. It doesn't bother me. I like being by myself. I don't need anybody, but I do feel that I've been pressurised for pictures or something. And no, I'm not downloading Hangouts. And you're not getting any pictures. And there was a car parked outside the co-op with the number plate in capital letters HO for Ho. C and Ho. C Ho. So C H O. C Ho. Parked outside the co-op this afternoon. There was a car parked outside the Rochester Riverside office with the number plate Roy, R-O-Y, which is Glenn's husband. Glenn's husband's called Roy, and he wears a baseball cap and he's got glasses and he's an old man. I'm going to get on with my evening in peace, hopefully. My mum again says I hopefully see you next week. I'm working through my own therapy, and my name is Crystal. My dad was called Derek. See you later.